Hello there, it's me Jessica with marketingforgreatness.com, the recovered attorney that turned herself into a forensic digital marketer, and now I help entrepreneurs and marketing teams to build brands and monetize them. Yes! As always, we love to feature amazing members of our Team Greatness community. Guys, go there, support their mission, share their content, and make sure that you join our Team Greatness community and win the chance to get featured as well. In today's episode, I'm going to talk a couple of secrets that I feel like you need to know about geotagging on Instagram. So watch it, and I hope you like it, and I hope you sprinkle some of those fingers there so you get to subscribe. Every time when we post a new video, you're the first in getting that notification. So let's dive in. Instagram geotagging. What exactly does that mean? Well, Instagram geotagging is essentially when you are sharing a post or a story, and then you're telling people where you are. First thing I want to tell you is that you don't always have to geotag yourself in the location where you are physically. And you're wondering, why do you think people do that? Why do you think I would be just lying to people about my location? Well, the rule of thumb is that obviously you want to market with authenticity. But here's the thing, when it comes to geotagging and telling people where you are, it's really not about telling people where you are unless you are a celebrity and you want people to follow you. However, when you are marketing and you want to gain visibility for your brand and you want to promote your services or your products, expanding your location will be very helpful for you to tap into new circles. When you're geotagging yourself, your post becomes visible under that particular tab that is related to locations. Of course, this is only applicable if your profile is public. So when you're able to tag yourself in a location, everybody that is searching for that location in particular will be able to see your post. I have this strategy for realtors, for example, and I tell them, look, if you want to be recognized in a particular community, then geotagging yourself as the realtor of that community will be smart, because when somebody is considering to move to that community, guess what they do? They want to see the pictures of that community. So when you're geotagging yourself, it's not just about a city. It is not just about making yourself available for a different location without a strategy. The strategy is to think about your users. Who do you want to attract? And where do you want them to find you? The idea is that they get to find you when they are considering making a decision to buy the product that you offer or the service that you offer. Again, going back to the example of the realtor, think about communities that you feel like if there are new families considering to move to a new community, well, they will be searching for how, the people look like when they, people who live there, how do they look like? What do they do? What's the environment? What's the feeling of that community? So another location that you should consider is small towns. Again, just think about for example, if you want to do business with other business owners, think about those business owners that are considering maybe going to a new location, maybe going to a shopping center. Think about where they go and the places that they would explore, and pin your post in those specific locations. And you know what? Maybe you're wondering, do I need to do that all the time? No, you don't have to do it all the time. However, the frequency matters, because when you tag yourself in a specific location, if that location is very popular, probably your post is going to disappear within the next hour. So try to define and identify locations that are not very, very, very frequented, because what it will do for you is that your post will last longer. Again, getting to be the first person pinning themselves in a location is gold. It's almost like prime real estate, because when somebody is going to explore that location, especially think about your ideal client, when they are considering a particular activity that is related to the products that you offer or the services that you offer, you want to be associated and you want to be discovered there. If you were, for example, a fitness coach, hello, where do you think you want to geotag yourself? You want to geotag yourself maybe in places where people work out. You know, if I was a fitness coach in Austin, I'll be tagging myself in Orange Theory Fitness. I'll be tagging myself in other places where people go to just working out. Why? Because those are people who actually will be considering working with me. So why not using that to your advantage? I have a story for you. I actually didn't geotag myself in a location for any other particular reason than seeing who else was in this location. But actually, a geotag took me to an amazing conversation that it would not have happened had it not be for geotagging. So I went to this hotel and I geotagged myself, and then a couple of hours later I was reviewing who else had geotagged themselves, and it happens to be that there was another couple that were our neighbors, and then she had geotagged herself. So I went ahead on Instagram. Meanwhile, she's right next to me pretty much. But I went ahead on Instagram and then I messaged her and said, hey, I am your neighbor. I'm not shy. And when it comes to meeting people, oh my goodness. I mean, hello, you just gave me a gold mine to meet people. So I geotagged myself and I saw her and I initiated a message. Boom, we became friends. That's actually a great opportunity. If you're going to be at a convention, at an event, or a place where you feel like you are open to initiate conversations, geotag yourself, because you will see who else is there and you'll be able to have a conversation. I know that now we're not having events, in person, but definitely when you go to events, geotagging is great for you to have experiences just like the one that I just told you. Now, maybe you're wondering, okay, so I'm going to lie about my location. It depends, right? I mean, it's all about your strategy. Now, you can geotag yourself in stories, and I don't want to forget about that. In stories, though, there's the location button, and then you'll be able to kind of like say where you were. But in stories, remember that they will disappear in 24 hours. So the strategy is not as powerful as when you geotag yourself in the regular post. However, when you use the hashtag that is related to a location and that location is popular, you will notice that people will discover your story from that particular hashtag that is related to a location. So that is a good way to kind of hack the stories and then use a geotagging strategy to get visibility into in a particular location. So you will see probably somebody that lives in a place where there's only like 1,000 people, but they want to get exposure to more people. So they would use hashtags like New York, Miami, ATX, that they know that those hashtags are very populated and they know that they will get more visibility versus using the hashtag of the downtown that nobody goes there. So that's another way to take advantage of geotagging. So don't forget that you can geotag your page, you can geotag your profile, but again, in order to get the visibility, your profile needs to be public. So any questions that you have about visibility, about geotagging, about how to take advantage and how to hack those first places, please leave them in comments. I am definitely looking forward to connect more with you and to give you more content. Just don't forget to check. We have another videos on Instagram strategy. We have one that actually explains the whole way to create a strategic plan for your Instagram. And I talk about the personas, I talk about the messaging. I talk about omni-channel, and actually that's the one that is trending in 2020 now more than ever. And then I also explain a great way to ignite your engagement with giveaways. So those videos are there for you, and of course any questions that you have, that will help me to create more videos, right? So bye for now. Remember to subscribe.